Forbes India presents Top 30 Talent Leaders of 2023, powered by Indeed.
I'm Harpreet Kaur, work for Godrej and Boyce Manufacturing Company Limited as the Chief Human Resources Officer. Uh, I specifically love doing work for the general good of the people. I'm interested in music, art, love to travel places. What is most important for me was how do I bring a difference to people's life, and how can we create opportunities whereby they bring their best, and none other than the human resources function is able to create that platform and create that opportunity whereby you are able to do that as a part of your work. So that's my response on that. Primarily, my career started from the basics on the shop floor with industrial relations background. Thereby, I thought next step for me was to do as a business human resources team. Worked in the manufacturing units here at Bicroli in the furniture business. Thereafter, came to the corporate for an OD intervention organization wide, was chosen to work in that, whereby I had to cut across the length and geography across the country. Then worked on specific areas on performance management and culture as a part of this OD intervention and the various HR process alignment along with it. Thereafter, was heading the industrial relations function for some period of time. Thereafter, got an opportunity almost for a decade to work as the head of human resources for the organization, and last 6 years working as a CHRO and including the admin responsibilities of the organization at Mumbai. Post pandemic, COVID-19, I think a lot of big mega trends started to change a lot of things, and I think it gave opportunity to all organizations to rethink and rebuild what's required in the context which we are all in. Post pandemic, 2023, I think we are all experiencing the changes which came out as a part of the changeover, whereby a few of them I would say are mega trends. For example, technology. I think everybody has learned that the future will lie with technology. The whole platforms for engagement, everything has going to be technology leverage in the future. Second of all, I felt that people got used to working from home, which otherwise was more of a non-virtual world. People would physically show up, whereas I think this has been a biggest culture shift which we all are experiencing globally in terms of hybrid working or work from home as a concept. Now adapting for all kind of organizations to context of this is a good context of challenge, because I think it gives an opportunity for us to redo the way we define our work. It gives an opportunity to rebuild the context around how can work be carried out being anywhere, as an employee one could be contributing in. So seamlessness came up across workplace as well as home. Other thing which came up as a part of this was greater flexibility and more agile way of working. I think everybody understood the merits of it, and at the same time wanted that flexibility made available to them. Pandemic brought this topic on the forefront, was mental well-being, and hence I would say not just mental well-being, but I think the well-being in the totality context of physical and mental also became a very important element which organizations are working on quite actively in terms of helping people to stay physically fit, mentally agile, mentally fit, and are able to keep pursuing the challenges they're facing and to be able to bring out their best as they go along. So I think I've been able to cover both aspects. From the organization's lens, if we were to look at organizations had to adapt to this changing context. And I think each one across the globe are learning from each other. So I think organizations also became more closer, uh, as a part of this journey, and wanting to share the vulnerabilities or the sensitivities with the teams, with the people across, also came up quite high, and wanting to help each other also, so that all of us can deal with the context. Technology wise, I think, even Godrej and Boyce, we adapted to an online selection process methodology and testing methodology, which from the HR lens was, something which was really helpful for us to engage with people across the country and to carry out the selection process in an online platform. Over and above that, if I were to get back to the perspective in terms of how do we see this going forward, I feel that everything will have the technology liver in it. Now, it is for the organizations to leverage it to the best of their advantages. Be it machine learning, be it artificial intelligence, or be it hybrid way of working, or even Microsoft Teams platforms, and all the other platforms. I think dramatically adapted to facilitate the organizations working, so that work can get carried out seamlessly. That's one of the predominant thought which I felt was important, and I think all of us adapted to it in a great manner. Apart from that, from the talent acquisition and retention perspective, what we have been doing in the past, and which we have started to nurture in a much stronger manner now, is to continue to focus on building strong talent pipeline. And I think it all begins from bottom up across all levels. So be it apprentices, we believe in always grooming the people from beginning. So when they are fresh from the institutes, fresh from the colleges, that's the best time to engage with them. That's the best time to shape the thinking to the organization's requirement. So we continue to build a very strong pipeline as far as graduate trainees are concerned, engineer trainees are concerned, or even apprentice trainees are concerned. That's one of our dominant thought. Apart from that, building a strong pipeline internally is also equally important for us. We provide opportunities for people to learn early in their lives, opportunity of job experiences, give them job rotations, uh, give them chances whereby under the one organization setup can people experience multiple industry, multiple organizations. And for the organization, it is about creating that magnet, creating that environment, creating that culture whereby people feel that they can be here and they are continuing the journey of growth, their journey of learning, and they don't get bored, and they feel that who they are is being realized by them. So I think some of the initiatives which are helping us presently continue to be on talent engagement and talent building. We have a very comprehensive talent development program. We have a very comprehensive, onboarding program in the organization, which has been acknowledged by the people who have joined us laterally as well as freshers when they work here and when they learn. We help people to transition across their levels of responsibilities by specific inputs, so that they are able to transition to the higher responsibilities and start contributing in them. At the same time, I think platforms to do engagement beyond work are equally exciting for people to stay connected and stick on with the organization in the time they choose to contribute with the organization. Learning while working, I think, is extremely important. So we have several management development programs. We have several engineering programs which we offer as an organization to the younger people to engage and work while they're studying and study while they're working, which helps also people to work and stay with the organization in a better manner. So we have onboarding programs like Grace, and we help people to connect on that when they join us, so that their contribution is valued from the time they join the organization, and they feel that they are a party to the organization's contribution on growth and learning. Well, I started with that. I think I would have been either working as a doctor, or I would have chosen to pursue my career with armed forces. And I still feel very strongly about both the fields, and still get an opportunity to engage wherever I feel that I think my full self comes out when I am in space like that. So while there are a lot of successes and failures, there could be times where things are positive for the organization. There are times when things are not going positive. Environment could be competitive, and so on and so forth. How are we able to guide the people so that they are able to hold their steering wheels well, will bring out success to the organization? How we help individuals to bring their best so that they are able to lead in their respective roles and contributions, will make the organizations successful. So any human resources person has to think of people, and think of how can we create platforms whereby people bring out their best. So it's not about only people, it's not just only about the organization. It is the balance is what we need to create, whereby each individuals bring their best and organizations bring out their best. If I have to summarize for myself, I would say one big take will be that how do we leverage technology platforms more? How do we continue the space in learning and growth for individuals? How do we create platforms whereby individuals engage in the wholesomeness of who they are in the organization? And above all, it is the teams which will bring that success for the organizations. So and that's also the priority when we look at from the organization's lens. And I think since we are all operating in a setup which is in an organization, we have a moral responsibility of making organizations successful and stay winning, which basically means remaining relevant, remaining competitive, is something which is extremely important for all in the organization, and human resources as well, so that we are able to lead the function responsibly, we are able to bring value, we are able to create that context and an environment whereby individuals bring out their best and organizations achieve their goal as well. So that would be one of the things for me in the coming years as well.
Forbes India presents Top 30 Talent Leaders of 2023, powered by Indeed.